Catherine from HPP CARES, and we are super excited to have another one of our preferred partners showcased on our platform so they can share some of the amazing work they're doing out there for many of our ADU awardees. So please take a look at the video that you're about to see and get all the contact information. Know that they are a vetted preferred partner who has had many successes with many of our ADUers out there, and we want to make sure that they're showcased and all their information is shared with all of you.
Yeah, I'm honored to share a little bit more about Dwellito. We created this company based on the need that we saw with homeowners, which is what can I build on my property and what designs are available. And so we initially started as just so we're basically a tech platform that streamlines the entire process of pre-construction. So everything from the zoning questions they have to the design questions and budgeting questions, as well as financing, it's all in one place. So anything before you connect with the builder, that's really what we're solving. So the reason why this is helpful is we're not like a sales team that's pushing you a certain way or upselling you with a certain builder. We're allowing you to kind of make those decisions and have all that due diligence done, yourself, so you can really understand what the comparisons are. So we feature and we partner with builders and we take them and integrate them within our platform. And we've been really focusing on pre-approved plans so that you can have an even quicker and more accelerated way to go from idea to construction and getting through that whole building permit. So yeah, we have some tools that if you go to our website, you can browse by studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. You could look by price, you could look by style. It's a pretty robust way to filter down by your design goals and your budget goals. And so the last thing I'll probably say before you probably have some questions, we just launched a site planner, so that allows you to go type in your address, zoom in on your property, get all of the zoning information in a visual way so you can actually see the buildable area. And then you can start to browse through all of the designs, the standard plans and designs that you can see in 2D and 3D on your site. So that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Wow, that is amazing. Lots of questions, and I already have participants that rave about the program because they've seen it and they've talked about it, which hence caused us to want to be interested in working with you and making sure that you were showcased during this session. So if I'm a new person and I'm on the computer, I basically put in my address 1234 Main Street, and it starts to populate based off of some of the questions that I answer, details pertaining to this. Is there a cost associated with that? Is there a membership, or is it just something that people can go into and they can access those data points?
Yeah, so right now it's completely free. We do plan on having a small fee later on, but right now, some companies charge anywhere from like $250 to about $500 to get these kind of feasibility reports. So what we're trying to do is really lower that. The new tool that we built is completely free. And we just want to hear from homeowners and seeing how it's useful in this time, but eventually, we're going to eventually charge something for it.
Based off of the tool, are they able to pull down or create a PDF that in turn they could take to a building and safety office where their project is located to ask, hey, I did this on this software program. Can they take those details and then use them when engaging with someone who's working with them on their project?
Yeah, so we just launched this. It's going to get better, but it's an export to a site planner. So you have like a one-page site planner with the location of the ADU and with the existing building and the site setbacks and all that information, so that you can show the planner and go back and forth on, can we build this? So instead of spending $10,000 on the architect right away, you can at least get some planning done without that big upfront cost.
Yeah. A lot of people are always skeptical of everything, especially in construction, because it can be a little undaunting. It can be a little bit, all of a sudden it was one price and now it's 5 times that price. With the individuals that participate in your program, is there a level of some type of vetting that you guys do? I'm just curious because everybody's always concerned, like, well, if they have contractors listed, are the contractors verified? Are the plans, et cetera, et cetera. Can you speak to that as, what you're doing as a business owner to make sure everything stays, ethical and integrity with it?
Yeah, and that's been, I've seen a lot of companies that have failed in that regard. And so what we've been trying to do is, in the construction, it's like Wild West, so it's very hard to really lock down, is this person going to be on time? Is this person going to be on budget? So yeah, we've really focused on prefab builders. And so prefab is just an option that makes it a little bit more accurate in terms of price and timeline. Yeah, but the other things that we look for are, the GC license. We actually, with LA, we looked through all of the ADU builders and made sure we saw, did they actually get through? How many have they done? So we at least have some data that's not publicly accessible that we can kind of use to verify. And then we also just spend a ton of due diligence ourselves, talking to them, seeing the factory, and just getting to know them in more detail so that the homeowner doesn't have to do that. So yeah, we just have those kind of tools at our disposal, and that's how we try to best vet, the top builders out there, because it is a Wild West kind of scenario, and it's so sad. I've even had the, burned myself when I did a project, and it's just so hard. You never know, especially doing it the first time. There's just so many unknowns that you have to deal with, and yeah, that's what we're trying to solve for.
Exactly. Under your program, does it also provide assistance with financing or any suggestions, or is that something that the actual builders are offering the participants that, identify them? So if it's, one business I'm interested in, I select them and then they have their financing, or is it all kind of built into your software?
Yeah, so we did the kind of similar thing where we aggregated the lenders and lender products, and we're mostly focused on California for financing. So yeah, have that as well. We just have a list of lenders and everything from like construction loans to HELOCs to home equity investments, which are like these shared models. So there's a lot of due diligence that we've done on the lending side, because everyone has a unique need, and especially with lending, you might be qualified for one product but not another. And so we try to aggregate all of the lenders that are top quality and then put it in one place.
My question, my $1 million questions, the two of them. Most people in this arena of ADUs are consistently seeing waves of individuals come through, you as well, and they're having similar challenges. What are a couple things that, just stick out, or you're kind of seeing recurring from folks? Or are you maybe seeing that they're looking for certain things based off of the algorithm you have with your software, that you're kind of seeing people run into that roadblock? Can you kind of shed a little light on that so we could kind of maybe educate our viewers?
Yeah, that's a great question. Two things come to mind like off the bat. One is first like the sticker shock of, whoa, that looks expensive. I've never bought anything like a car that much, I think the psychology of this is new construction. This is a brand new home, and most people, including myself, you buy an existing home maybe in your lifetime, and that's like the most expensive thing. So I think that is just the psychology of like, wait, shouldn't it be like $20,000 to, that's like where most people's mind go.
Right.
So I think
and
that's
small.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a product. Like, I just want to buy a product. Why are there all these other costs? Are people duping me? But it's like, no, it's very hard to estimate based on site conditions, based on labor and supply. There's just a lot of variables. Prefab is a little bit easier because you have a lot of the risk done in the factory. So you can kind of get more accuracy there. But that would be the first one, is just the psychology of the sticker shock. And then the other thing I think that's a barrier, this is kind of a broken record, but financing. So I think it's going to be changing, in the near term, but financing for qualified based on your income, qualified based on home equity. So being able to get enough equity out has been a challenge, and then being able to qualify based on your debt to income ratio has been another challenge. And so one of the exciting things, I don't want to end on a bad note, but the exciting things are there is reform in these markets to take into account future valuation and future rental income so that you can be qualified. So those are kind of the two things that first popped into my mind.
Definitely. And I appreciate it. And I know we won't end on a sad note because all things are positive. But I will let you know, many of our preferred partners, when I do ask that question, it always comes down to financing. So that's key, and understanding the sticker shock of it. So it is a recurring theme that we definitely are, and we'll probably have some showcasing on that in the near future. But so we don't keep you, because we know you're busy, making sure that software tool is doing awesome things out there for our ADUers. Caleb, can you let us know how the viewing audience can get to you? Is there a way to call you, provide information to you, email you? How would one go about doing that?
Yeah, so you can go to our site, dwellito.com, dwellito.com, and you can just click Get Started or contact us. That's the easiest way. So I'll be the one connecting with you.
Wonderful. Well, again, thank you for your time today. Again, this is amazing, and I look forward to many of our ADUers that are coming through the grant program to be directed toward you to get the proper education and resources they need to be successful in their ADU journey. So thank you again, Caleb. You have a good one.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Take care.